freaking fuzzy, bubbly highness that comes in from the 2-amino, man. The focus goes from just the L-tyrosine to now it's just straight 2-amino taking over the show. And what I loved about it is that right around that time, the heart rate, it didn't ever get to like fight or flight where I'm like, yo, it's Drug-Free Dansby, and today we have the new Convict by Labz. What's this thing about, man? Before we get going, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, man. Let's interact, get to know each other. Share this with somebody that likes products like this, man, and let's get into this. All right, guys, so I had the owner over at Maxfit on 23rd Street here in Panama City give me this tub, man, and I've been super excited to deliver this baby to you. Before you look at this tub, dude, like freaking super sick. It was like some anime stuff going on there. Love the black and gold color scheme. This thing is fire. So I didn't have a chance to actually try the old version of this stuff, but I heard the old one was super good. There's been some minor tweaks and things of that nature that have happened in this formulation, but everyone has told me this is a hitter. So when he gave this thing to me, man, I was super excited. So I wanted to talk to you guys before we get into this about a little bit about fear, man. For the longest time, man, growing up, I had all these decisions and big plans I was gonna make, and I would have this like overwhelming feeling of fear and doubt and regret, just all these things kind of coming over me, man. And I would always find reasons to end up doing something totally different or just being incapacitated and not doing anything at all. So in sobriety, man, I learned that I drank and drugged because I had 100 different forms of fear, self-pity, and all that good stuff, man. But how many of you guys watching know that God is way bigger than all those sort of things, man? And he was able to get in here and do some work in my life, man, to where, you know, when I'm faced with fear, you know, the Bible says he didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind, man. So anytime I'm operating in fear, man, I need to look at myself and I need to see, hey, whoa, Sean, what's going on here? A lot of times it has to do with me fearing that I'm going to lose something I already have, or fear that I'm not going to get something that I already want. So, you know, I was raised in the music scene, man. I played bass, played a little bit of drums, man. And I always had this fear of putting my stuff out there, man. Stage fright, whatever it is. So I just wouldn't do it, man. I would just try to find ways to be mediocre, man. And when I got born again, I was like, no more. You know, I know that I'm more than a conqueror, and I'm supposed to be doing something beautiful for the kingdom of God. So I started this channel, man. Like, it is definitely for supplements. It's definitely to help the gym bros out there, man. But I just want to make my dad happy, man. I just want to stand behind the cross, man. Let the cross kind of do its thing on this channel and hopefully love on somebody and connect with you guys, man. Let's not walk this path alone, man. And I want to tell anyone that's watching, if you're struggling, if you're in a dark place, man, this too shall pass. You know, I was in so many dark seasons where my biggest fear in that was there is no way this is ever going to change. I'm doomed to feel this way forever. This is rough as crap. Nobody knows what I'm going through. All these things were going on in my head, man. But I will tell you, man, I cried out to God 1,000,000 times, man. And on that 1,000,001 time, I woke up the next day and a miracle happened in my life and I felt totally different, man. So, you know, things can work out in your life, man. It can happen in a split second. If it's been going on for too long, man, just keep hanging on. And if you need someone to talk to, man, I don't care what time of day it is, man. You can reach out to me on here, on Instagram, whatever it is. We can talk about it. All right, so the real reason we're here. So we have this new Convict by Labz. So we already looked at some of the graphic stuff going on. So it says this is a high stim pre-workout, and I got the blueberry lemonade flavor. So since we're talking about flavor, man, I will tell you guys, this thing was pretty tasty. Honestly, it wasn't bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than it actually was. It was actually pretty meaty, you know, middle of the road sort of deal. Wasn't that bad at all. Wasn't anything offensive or anything harsh. It went down really easily. The mixability was totally fine too. So as you guys know, this thing does contain some DMHA. Do we know if it's the good stuff? Do we know if it's garbage? Well, that's why I'm here. It's why you guys are hopefully watching this channel. So let's talk about some supplement facts. So this is hilarious. It says start with half a scoop to gauge your tolerance. And I will say this, I'm not making fun of anyone on this channel that does need to start with half a scoop. I do have some newcomers to the supplement world that will ask me for some pre-workout stuff. And if I give them something super strong to try, I will say, hey, start with half a scoop. However, you guys know what products I take. I'm not a half scoop sort of guy. I would rather take the full scoop and then, maybe worry about the effects later on. But it says do not exceed the recommended dosage in a 24-hour period. So we have serving size, 1 scoop is 17 grams. And I will tell you guys, they got it right. 1 level scoop for me was like right on the money, 17 grams. And we get 25 servings per container. So great bang for your buck, man. A lot of these companies are doing 20 servings per container. It's not the 30 that I would like to see, and that would definitely be healthy on my pocket, but 25, I'll live with that all day long. So the label starts out with vitamin B3 at 17 milligrams. Then we got magnesium citrate at 450 milligrams. Then we got sodium at 320 milligrams. Then we got potassium at 300 milligrams. Nothing wrong with putting that stuff in your body. Little vitamin action. All right, so now the real label. This is what they got for us. All right, so we got pure citrulline at 6 grams. I'm happy with that dose. I will take 6 grams all day long. I could probably get pumps on 5 grams, but I like a 6 gram dose for sure. Then we get the clinical dose of beta alanine at 3.2 grams. I love that. I love to see that. Next, we got 1 gram of L-tyrosine. So that's for that focus, man. Get you dialed in, mind to muscle connection going on there. Next, we got caffeine anhydrous at 350 milligrams. So slightly stronger than a Bang energy drink or a Rain energy drink. Definitely going to get the heart rate up, get you in the zone, maybe get you a little sweaty. Next, we got Mucuna Pure. Let's just say this is L-Dopa because that's what it says. 98% L-Dopa, 300 milligrams. So hefty dose of L-Dopa. You guys know that's the love drug. Get you fuzzy, feeling good up here, mood elevation, dopamine going, all that good stuff. Then we potentially have the star of the show. And I will tell you guys, I'm happy to see it written this way. It doesn't say Juglans. It doesn't say English walnut. It says 2-amino isoheptane, 200 milligrams. So that's, if it's good DMHA, 200 milligrams could freaking blow your head off, man. And it feels amazing. So we'll talk about it. Next, we got synephrine at 50 milligrams. So a little thermogenic, little sweat action going on there. Next, we got paradoxine grains of paradise at 20 milligrams. I think I've seen that in Purple Tub Crack. Definitely gets you sweaty, nice thermogenic stuff going on there. Then we got a little absorption action with estrogen at 50 milligrams. And then it's claiming 3 milligrams of yohimbine. So this label is stacked, guys. I mean, it's not a crazy amount of ingredients. It's not a whole laundry list of a little bit of this and that. It's literally, it has your pumps, has your beta, has your focus, has your mood elevation with L-Dopa, has your energy with the caffeine, it has your illicit with the 2-amino, and then it's got some fat burning properties in it too, and then potentially some more aggression and energy with the yohimbine. So I'll tell you guys about this product and how it hit me. So I took this a couple days ago for the second time, man, and I get to the gym probably 5-10 minutes in, and caffeine is like already ripping. This thing kicks in pretty quick. And, I go over to my first set and all the stuff hasn't come together yet. So I'm not super impressed right off the rip. But as you guys know, these things take a little while to kick in. So I feel a little bit of caffeine. I get my first set in and I'm still feeling mostly, let's just say, natural at this point. It's just all me and my natural strength and all that. I'm not enhanced from the pre-workout yet. But I would say probably the 20-minute mark, I'm finishing my first set. I use this for a chest day. I started to get a little heart rate action. I think the yohimbine started to kick in a little bit. And I'll tell you guys off the rip, what you will feel on this thing is a aggression. You will feel energy. You'll feel that L-tyrosine will come in perfectly. So you have this nice, mind to muscle connection going on. You do have this nice focus, but the illicitness was not there. So I don't know if you guys know, but there are some pre-workouts that before you feel anything at all, you just feel everything hit you at once, and then it just kind of sustains this illicit sort of feeling. That's not what this product is, which I really love, because within the first hour, this is feeling like a nice, non-illicit stim junkie pre-workout. I'm getting a great The pumps on this, you definitely don't need to throw any pump product on this. The citrulline does its job. It's definitely, I would say above average. I really enjoyed the pumps on this thing. But you get this energy, you get a slight mood elevation, the L-Dopa starts to come in, and then the yohimbine is matching with the caffeine, and you are set. I mean, honestly, I would tell you, even if the DMHA wasn't in this thing, I was impressed, man. Really, really good quality ingredients. I was a little tired when I was in there, so I needed the brain. I needed to wake up here, and I needed some strength output, man. And this thing was delivering. So, I've taken a ton of DMHA pre-workout, so I don't really know what this is about to look like and what it's about to feel like. But boys, when that 50-minute, 55-minute mark hits, hour mark hits, you feel this. I felt like it was building maybe the whole time, but it was hiding behind the yohimbine. It was hiding behind the caffeine. There was this illicitness that was building and building, but it wasn't like, rocking my world, wasn't anything worth noting. It was just that aggressive sort of deal. But at the hour mark, guys, I get like my nasal cavity gets cleared up. I get this freaking fuzzy, bubbly highness that comes in from the 2-amino, man. The focus goes from just the L-tyrosine to now it's just straight 2-amino taking over the show. And what I loved about it is that right around that time, the heart rate, it didn't ever get to like fight or flight where I'm like, or anything like that. But it did get to the point where my heart was going pretty fast and I wanted to kind of sit down maybe a little bit in between sets. Right around that time, that levels down, the aggressive levels down, and you get this smooth, rocketed, euphoric DMHA. I'm not going to compare it to juice, but I would probably compare it to the original Chaotic Rage, like that quality DMHA. I'm not going to compare it to Dark Labz or anything like that, but it was amazing, guys. It was, when the right song came on, I had like the full body tingles was happening, I got on the treadmill probably closer to the hour-and-a-half mark. I'm weird. I like to do cardio last, just about 10, 15 minutes just to get my heart a little bit of health. Should probably do more cardio. It's actually a goal of mine, but dude, I could have went probably another hour just on the treadmill by itself, man, because that DMHA was just such a clean feeling. It didn't rock my world to where I was like, oh my gosh, I don't need to be around people right now. It was just this perfect, it got way up here and then it just kept going a little bit and then it just stayed there. So I leave the gym and it's probably, I'm at the 2.5 hour mark, man. And this thing lasts a minute, dude. So this is a product, guys, I would highly recommend. High Stim Saturday. I would put this baby up there with the best of the best. I'm not going to try to compare it with any other DMHA, but the 2-amino in this thing freaking slaps. GGH, PP tingles, the whole deal. I'd say it's probably like a good 7 or 8 on the PP tingle scale, guys. It is phenomenal. So, hey, I'll link this down below where to get it online, man. And if you're in the Panama City area, head over to Maxfit, 23rd Street. They have a sample bar. Grab you a sample of this. If you like it, go back and buy a tub. I got a card for you I can give you. Knock off a little bit of cash. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. And remember, get pumped, not drunk. Peace.